Welcome to the Gear Slum, your one-stop shop for all things guitar culture nonsense. I'm Aaron.
I'm Phil.
And I'm Cole.
We slum it hard so you don't have to. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some big changes coming in 2023, all of which will be imperceptible to you, the listener, and to us, the speakers. Imperceptible in that they are non-existent and that we will be not making any changes to the format, procedure, or product of this show. Should I have talked to you guys about before I made that announcement? Sorry.
Probably a good idea.
It was a private thing that wasn't meant to be made public yet, but it's out there now, so I think we'll just deal with the fallout as it comes. Yeah, I think
Here's
we'll
an
be all
announcement. I booked my flight for NAMM.
right. Oh, did you?
Yeah. So you can't back out now.
Yeah, could.
Sure, I can.
Plus my buddy that plays hockey with me. You know, my high school friend who plays hockey with me, and also
Your middle school friend?
how have I?
Is he in high school now?
He also has like a bunch of very expensive guitars.
Wait, how old were you when this friend was in high school, Cole?
Cole's I was in high school.
And how old was he?
He
He
was
was also in high school?
16 to 18.
it.
I'm already not buying the story.
That's good because I'm not selling anything.
He's gonna come too. He's
gonna come to NAMM?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, he's not gonna stay with us. He's like, I'm just gonna stay at one of the Disney hotels.
I'll stay next door.
He's like, no, he's like,
I'll be knocking on
it's
your door.
weird. I shouldn't even talk about this, but he's like, he's the director for NVIDIA, which is, do you know who NVIDIA is? They make
Yeah, it's
graphics
that
cards.
yogurt. Jamie Lee Curtis.
NVIDIA. No, that's Faye.
No, that's we don't say that anymore.
Yo, play.
Quit acting so Faye.
You're thinking of NVIDIA. Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. And so he's like filthy rich, I think, which is very strange because he never like set out to, be rich or whatever.
Dude, he could be our new benefactor.
I know. That's what I was joking. I told him like, well, we're not going to be staying at a house like we usually do because we lost our wealthy benefactor.
He's gone to the ether.
But he's just going to stay. He's like, I'm just going to stay at one of the Disney hotels so I can go because he has a season pass for Disneyland, even though he lives 12 hours away,
Yeah, because why not?
There are a surprising number of people who live in Salt Lake, in the Salt Lake area, who have season passes to Disneyland.
If you plan on going like twice,
yeah, it's like the
you
break
might as
even
well
point
have
is
the
like
pass.
3 times or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he didn't say he's going to the hotel so he can just bring up hookers whenever he wants.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What was I saying about that? Oh, just NAMM. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's in April, which is weird.
So this is an off topic, but it's related. You guys know the Billy Graham rule, right?
Yes.
The Billy Graham rule is like, don't be alone with a woman ever because
because you can't trust yourself.
You can't trust yourself and you don't know like what she's gonna say.
That's like how missionaries are.
Yeah. I know this guy who was like a friend of a friend who's like he's a pastor who's like a friend.
Is he in high school?
A friend. No. And so one time they were gonna like have lunch and it was like a bar and grill, and he's like, I can't go in there. And they're like, what? Why? He's like, well, they don't have any windows. They're like, what? He's like, well, I don't know what's going on in there because they don't have windows, so I can't go in. But
like, we'll just go in and then leave if they're
no. But he had a rule beyond the Billy Graham rule that he wouldn't even stay in a hotel alone because of all the like. There's too much temptation. Like you act different when you're away from your family, and like he's like, I won't stay in a hotel alone because like just gonna like watch porn all
You
night.
could
I
choose to
basically
not
stay.
to not act differently.
I
can
feel
make
like
a
if
choice.
you
that
can't
would
if you
limit-
can't not act differently, that means you're like living a lie around your
That would like
family.
limit the jobs you could have.
Yeah, well,
I
he's a
I have
pastor, so-
traveled a lot for my job, and I have never once stayed in a hotel room with somebody else when traveling for my job.
Didn't you that one time do that with that dude? I thought recently like you shared a room with a guy. It was probably not your separate rooms, but
What
he would like
was
wake
it?
you up.
What
It
was
was
it?
like you were on a business trip recently.
Yeah, I mean, I
And
like
you were,
travel with
sharing
other
a room
people.
with the guy. I thought
That
But
one
we
time
stay in-
with
One
that
day.
one dude, he says.
I just caught you in lie, straight up lie.
No, I've literally never for work. We never stay in the same room. We stay in the same hotel.
Yeah.
But no, but I'll hear like when I used to do consulting, like you would talk to installers or whatever, and
Yeah.
there'd be like two of them staying in a hotel room together, and it was always so weird to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is your job, and they're making you spend a night in the room with.
It's just, isn't that a crazy thing though? Like you're that worried about yourself, like that you can't even stay in.
Yeah,
in a
like
room alone?
I basically stay in a hotel room by myself every night.
It's like, what do you do if your family goes out of town and you're home alone? Like, can you not trust yourself to be home alone either?
You need to find a hotel room with glass walls to stay in.
You need to just
Yeah,
hire
right. You have to
someone.
sleep with the light on and
You
with
got to
your
hire a
blinds
secretary
open.
to travel with you, like a travel secretary.
A male
Or you set up like a ring
secretary.
camera in
Or
your
no,
bedroom.
you got to get a male and a female because you
No, you
might-
set up a ring camera in your bedroom, so it's
You don't
like
wanna
my
turn
wife
gay.
could log in anytime and watch
Yeah,
it.
you use FaceTime all night.
Especially if it has motion detection. If there's any motion, she'll get alerted.
I was like, that is insane.
That is very insane, and it
I'm
shows that
who
like
are you? What
how
kind
weak-
of person are you? Yeah, like that is. So you have like no
you have zero
fortitude at all.
self-control. You only are able to like you can only respond to
If
like
you're like
external
under direct supervision. Yeah.
external boundaries. Like
Yeah.
you have no internal moral
If
compass.
I'm in
or
a
whatever.
room in another town, who knows what I'll
Very
get
strange,
into.
dude. The Billy Graham, like I get, like, because I'll do a lot of interviews as a
Yeah.
part of my church calling, and like if I'm interviewing women one on one, I'll just like leave the door open or something like that,
Yeah.
you know. And
I
like
get
that,
it. And you like
I
that's
get to
as
a
much
certain
for
extent.
their protection as for yours in a lot of cases.
but it's
you
also
know?
like in the professional world,
yeah.
it has a way of just like limiting women's opportunities too.
Well, yeah, it definitely does.
Because like a
'cause
lot
then
of
they're
business happens in situations where men are like, well, I don't want a woman here.
Yeah,
they'll mess
'cause
it
if
up
you're
or
like,
whatever.
the boss is like, okay, we're gonna go on this business trip, and I have a man and a woman that are equal. I'm gonna take the man with me because I'm not gonna take
Yeah,
this woman on
totally.
a trip with me.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that sucks for her.
Wait, did you think I was staying in the same room as another adult man
I don't
recently
know.
as a part of work?
I don't know. Apparently, I did think that.
That's strange.
I don't know.
I think it's actually against like our corporate policy to
'Cause
share
you
hotel
might-
rooms.
Turn gay on the trip. Like, you can't trust yourself with another man in a strange city. Who knows
Yeah,
what's gonna
dude.
happen?
I mean, especially when you're away for like weeks at a time.
Yeah, dude. No
You gotta like
wives?
drive out. You gotta drive out somewhere in southern Idaho
It's just
Especially-
crazy.
to fulfill.
especially
People are crazy.
not just working for weeks at a time, but like in a foreign country,
Yeah.
breathing
foreign
that
land.
foreign air.
Dude, that could never work for me because when I get back, especially when I'm like in some really hot, humid place and I'm working all day, like I'll get back to the hotel room and not wear pants. I'll be like Winnie the Pooh for a couple hours, you know.
You get back to the hotel room and you pull your sweaty shirt off in slow motion, right?
My sweaty pants and underwear off.
In slow motion.
Dude, when I was remember when I spent so much time in the Philippines, they always had a bidet in the bathroom. And I would just sit on that thing for like 10 minutes. Just like shooting cold water up my butt. It felt so good.
Not just getting your butt, but like the inside, getting the inside cold.
I think
Yeah.
the Billy Graham rule, like section 2, part C, says no bidets are allowed. Also, it's part of
Alone.
the Billy Graham code of conduct.
It's
I feel like
no bideting with a woman
You
is I
can't,
think
you can't
Would it
stay in a
be-
room with a bidet.
it's like
'cause
a
who
really
knows what you
niche.
could get up
It's
to.
a really niche joke, but a shirt that says Billy Graham rules would be funny, right?
yes.
Or that would be a good band name.
Yes.
The Billy Graham Rules. The
Yeah.
Billy Graham
Billy
Rule.
Graham
as a-
rules. No,
Billy
the front
Graham
says Billy
rules.
Graham rules, and then the back is like
The rules.
It's
Yeah.
enumerated. Yeah.
It's like Judge John Hodgman. Have you guys heard of that podcast?
Uh-huh.
His tagline is Judge John Hodgman rules, which is a great like
Oh,
Double-
yeah, that's good. Yeah.
double meaning,
Yes.
you know.
Well, the shirt that is just like that is the front says
Oh, dude.
I'm a hardcore Christian, and then the back says Bale fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's this
But the
which
Billy
is
Graham one's
okay.
better.
Here's an interesting. So Christian Bale, I've seen clips recently of people talking about him as if he's like, oh, he's just the best guy ever, the best guy you could ever want to be around and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But then there was the, oh, good for you.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
had a
Like,
bad minute.
that's okay, but it seems like,
Cole,
He's
he
not an apology
cares
singer.
about his craft.
but so he didn't get canceled because of that, I guess.
No,
So cancel culture
cares.
doesn't exist. Okay, do you know what the other name for the Billy Graham rule is, by the way?
No, but
Tell
I
us.
feel like it's going to be familiar when you say it.
The Modesto Manifesto.
Yes, I did know that. I did know that. Why is
Which
it called
has-
that?
It's just modesty, I think. Like they're just took the name
Oh.
Modest Manifesto, but it's great because it makes it sound like it's something to do with Modesto, California. Which, like, anything happening in Modesto is not going to be in line with what Billy Graham-
not
no,
modest at all.
no. It is about Modesto,
Is it really? Oh, dude, he's series
fir-
of evangelical meetings in Modesto, California.
and they made a whole manifesto in Modesto.
What? He resolved to avoid any situation that would have the appearance or
Dude,
compromise.
manifesto in Modesto sounds like a really cool like MMA tournament too.
Yeah, dude. The manifesto in Modesto.
The manifesto in Modesto.
dude, that's a band name right there. Modesto
Modesto Manifesto?
Manifesto.
It's like a Harry Potter spell though. You just turn someone into like a crack addict or meth
No.
head.
No,
Dude,
you
he
turn
almost turned
them,
down.
you turn them into a very like a very prude, like untempting.
Yeah, but that's one way to read it. The other way is like you turn them into a person from Modesto. It's like Modesto, you manifest Modesto on them.
No,
Oh,
That's
manifest
the spell version.
Modestiny.
Like
Modesto.
Modesto, manifesto.
It says he almost turned down a lunch meeting with Hillary Clinton, even though it was going to be like in a public restaurant,
Almost.
but that he could have like
Eh?
because he was worried that they would be having a private conversation.
Was that a hot dog stand? He's like, I can't be seen eating hot dogs in public. Who knows what I might do? I love
Corn
I love
dogs.
the idea that like the great men of God are like are so on the verge of like just
Yeah.
throwing it all away.
They're so like
Aaron,
they're this
that's
close.
Not, that's not what this is about. They are true-hearted, well-intentioned men, but
yeah.
with great power comes
Great.
millions of slutty women throwing
Yeah,
themselves
yeah,
at
that's
you.
true. That's true.
Or women making false accusations, I guess.
You can't trust those women.
It's like
That's like-
both. He would never go into his hotel room first because one time supposedly one time there was a woman in his room naked. Like,
Dude,
wanting to
why
seduce
can't that
him.
ever happen to me?
You're not Billy Graham, dude. You're not.
yeah, dude.
These are the slings
I
and
was.
arrows of the enemy coming against him. There you
It's
go. As Christianity entered its heady post-war boom, Americans flocked to revivals. Some sought salvations, but others had different aims. Politicians saw the revivals as a hedge against communism. Entertainers a chance to promote themselves. Temptations loomed. To guard against
Temptations
allegations or the
loomed.
actual abuse of money, sex, and power that had felled previous evangelists, the Graham team decided to take concrete steps to avoid the slightest whiff of controversy. And they gathered in a hotel room in Modesto.
dude, that's the worst
Perfect
place
place.
to do it.
they're like,
Like,
okay, here's
guys.
what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to a hotel in Modesto. We're gonna see what kind of temptations are there.
Exactly.
We're gonna write rules against all
They're
of
like,
them.
we got to go to
There
the
you go.
worst possible.
Yeah. What are the?
It's
strip
like doing
clubs per
altitude
capita?
training,
Yeah, exactly.
dude.
It's like that scene in the new Top Gun movie where you have to like pass out because you go
Yeah.
up so fast.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
choking
Okay.
each other out, right?
So I've
Yeah.
got
One time we were choking each other out, and my friend like lost. Did you do that when you were young?
No.
Were you like you never did?
No,
that?
I know people would do it. I never did
Yeah,
it.
but I mean,
Yeah.
you're familiar.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
watched
That's
people
like
do
a,
it.
So I did it to this guy, and he as he was going down, he goes, "Hold me." It was amazing.
dude. I was freaked out by that the first time I saw it, and I was like, I am never having any part of that.
Yeah, it was
It
wild.
was the same way.
It was wild
My
times.
these guys that I worked with when I was a janitor used to do whippets,
Yeah,
and they even bought like these stainless steel like canisters, you
Oh,
know,
yeah,
that you
yeah.
in theory, like in a
Yeah,
kitchen, you would
for,
fill
like,
with
whipped
cream
cream.
and then
Yeah.
put the whippet in there.
yes.
yeah. I worked at a
and-
coffee shop.
So they were like super high end whippets, and
You just buy the canisters. Yeah,
they would do it like at work. And I was like, guys, you
you're like maybe if I
Are
was in a
acting-
hotel room alone, I would do it. But
exactly.
not when there's people around.
You guys are acting like such idiots. Plus, that is like more so than most drugs, makes you act extremely strange for a very short period of time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because it's just like shuts.
Or
off your
maybe they
brain
were
for a
like
minute.
playing it up too, you know, like
It's
No,
possible,
it
yeah.
comes on.
like you know, when you're like early in the early days of drug use, I'm assuming you're way more focused on like, oh, how is this making me feel? You know, like, oh, am I drunk yet? Am I high? You know,
Yeah. I'm yeah. That's,
But,
I'm sure that's
like,
true.
it was yeah.
But
It was enough for
but
me to be like, I'm never doing that.
I think people die. Like
Yeah, dude,
You
like
could-
that was Steve-O's main thing was whippets, and it freaking
Ugh.
jacked him
Yeah, it's
up.
not great.
Yeah.
Nitrous.
What is it's just nitrous oxide, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah. But yeah, it is.
Oh, there's a dog breed called a whippet. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is nitrous oxide.
It's nitrous oxide, but I was confused because those canisters usually use like CO2 cartridges in them.
Yeah, yeah.
mhm.
Because that's like inert, right? Like,
Yeah. It's not gonna like hurt you.
yeah, yeah.
Crazy. Phil, last year, if I recall correctly, it's been a while, but I think last year you mentioned something about a game, and we said to save
Yes.
it for this year.
Well, it was the beautiful game.
No, I have a first I have a little
the-
a little baby game.
The most dangerous game.
No.
Wait, are you gonna hire us to hunt and kill a man?
No,
Or are we gonna hire you to allow us to hunt and kill a man?
right. That one. Just kidding.
How much would you
Uh,
pay to be able to kill a man?
Dude, actually, that's why I don't share a room with another person, because I'm so tempted to murder them the whole
To
time.
murder
that I
them.
have to
It's
be
like
in a room by myself. It's
The
too
Cold
if I
tempting.
Duke
murdered
rule.
this person, it would
The
be
Cold
so
Duke
easy
rule.
to get away with, and therefore it's
Yeah.
too tempting.
I only eat dinner by myself.
That's why I don't allow myself to become super rich, because I know if I was super rich, I would pay someone to let me
Yeah,
murder
dude.
someone else.
Or you'd
Yeah.
like eat human flesh, right? You get a taste for it.
yeah, I'd be
Adrenochrome.
Patrick Bateman for sure.
Wait, adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome.
Chromes.
Well, adrenochrome is what it is. You're adding the S to it.
It's not plural.
Adrenochrome
like-
is the name.
It's not
of
like
the compound.
midichlorians, Phil.
It's
not-
like you're saying like the equivalent of like oxygens. Oxygens,
okay.
carbon dioxides.
Yeah,
Nitrous oxides.
yeah.
You know, You're-
Adrenochrome.
you're like you're like telling us you're
Oh.
gonna go down to the Walmarts and pick
Yeah.
up some things.
Listen, what's
Oxidation
better than
of
one
adrenaline.
adrenochrome? Many adrenochromes. Tom Hanks does not have just one adrenochrome. He has many
Or
adrenochromes.
basochrome.
So the theory is that the people, the Hollywood elites, are sacrificing children to Satan.
You don't have to tell us, Aaron. We know all about it.
That's a fact. You said theory as if that's
Yeah.
not.
And then harvesting the blood of those children to extract adrenochrome from the blood to help.
But
them.
but they could also just get that from like a lab or something.
Yeah, but then you
Yeah,
don't
but
get this.
it's
You
not as-
don't get the benefit
you
of
don't get it from the
sacrificing.
You wouldn't be
source.
pleased with it, Cole.
I'm pretty sure you don't have adrenochrome just in your blood anyway.
I don't think so. It's produced by the oxidation of
Like-
adrenaline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
So
adrenaline's
first
not
you have
like
to
in
scare
your
the
blood,
babies
right?
before
I
you
feel
get
like
them.
this
yeah,
is the
okay.
kind. I feel like
Duh.
we're like veering into Joe Rogan territory.
So you get them
where
all.
we're like,
Here's
I
what you
wonder.
do. Here's what you do. You're like,
Let's talk about this thing we've
you
never
tell
heard of
them,
before.
You say, guys, I got you a PS5, and they get like super stoked, and then you're like, now you're dead, and then you the adrenaline's in your blood now. Now I can extract the adrenochrome, and I can live forever.
They
Hail
only
Satan.
eat
Oh,
the
man.
flesh of people who died from like autoerotic asphyxiation or something. you know?
Yes.
That's when you get the maximum adrenochromes and the most midichlorians per
Yeah.
capita.
Yeah.
I heard that like the kids that have a lot of adrenochromes are like really good at pod racing. Is that what?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh man, that was the best part of that game though on Super Nintendo. Remember that? They had the episode 1 game, and there was like a part of it where you
On
did.
Super Nintendo?
It might have been 64.
Yeah,
was
it was 64.
Yeah,
dummy.
you did the pod racing.
Yeah.
That's cool. That was cool.
I feel like
Okay.
that was a game in itself. It was just called like episode 1 Pod Racer.
It may have been.
Yeah. It was good though. It was the best thing to come out of that movie. That and
Well, and that kid had a
Queen
really good career.
Amidala.
So there's like that whole thing that like Keira Knightley and what's her name?
Natalie Portman.
Who's that? Yeah, that they look alike.
Mhm.
Was that a result of that movie, or was that
No.
like a thing before that movie?
No, it's dumb because they were in the movie together
Yeah.
in freaking 1999,
Mhm.
and then 15 years later, morons who didn't know that they were in a movie together, where one of them is playing the freaking like double of the other, says, "Hey, have you noticed
Yeah.
that these two
Like they-
actresses look alike?"
But I
But they
feel like
made
people were saying that
themselves-
even back in the day. Like it was like
Like they made themselves look like each other,
No,
right?
It was
Keira
like
Knightley
Amy
was not
Adams.
famous.
he
Keira
was
Knightley was not-
famous early, not when that movie came out, but like early on. Like it wasn't until 2014 that she was famous.
she was famous from
Christmas, dumb.
no, from
Happy-
freaking Pirates.
She was in Pirates of the Caribbean, Love Actually,
Love Actually. She was
in the same year, which was 2000.
but that was like early 2000s.
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean
was
and
in
Love
Bend
Actually
It
came
Like
out the
Beckham.
same freaking year.
Yep.
Oh, she was in Pride and Prejudice too.
Yeah, that was later.
Well, the point
That
is,
was Lacey's falling asleep
Atonement.
movie
She
for
was
about
in it.
6 months. So
but
I
it was
saw that
it
movie
wasn't like
every
it
night.
wasn't a thing where they're like, oh, they look alike. It was a thing where like people couldn't be like, oh, which one is in that? It's like, is it Amy
Oh.
Adams or Isla Fisher?
Her
like that kind
mouth
of thing.
is like so different though.
Well, that's the thing. They don't look alike, but they like
Okay, they
occupy
look
a
close
similar
enough.
Space
Like when you
in-
put them side by side, yeah, that makes sense. Or
Yeah,
like
it's
you
not
can't
put on a bunch
remember.
of crazy.
It's like Isla Fisher and Amy Adams, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like they don't actually look that much alike, but
yes, exactly. It's like people are like, oh, which one of those two was in that? Because they
yeah,
like
'Cause it's
on the
easy
Ringer,
to-
they would say like one of them would market correct the other one and like take the roles from them or whatever.
yeah.
But they're like analog, so they're like
It's like
they're all. I'm
what's
sure
their war? Their
I'm sure
war
they're, like,
dropped
always up for
significantly.
a lot of the same roles.
Their wins above replacement dropped significantly because there was another one who could just do all
yeah,
the same
yeah,
roles.
exactly. Not that that's true of them as like people, but
I think it is. I mean, they're basically defined by their looks, I think.
and their
Okay.
But yeah,
ability
if you
to-
look them up, they literally look nothing alike.
like nothing alike, yeah, they
they
just
look-
happen to be a similar height and have
They
dark
look
hair and
way
fair-
more
fair
different
skin.
than Keira Knightley and Emma Watson or whatever her name is. Does Emma Watson look like Keira Knightley?
Huh? No.
don't think
How
so.
did Emma Watson get in this?
I don't know. I mixed her up with
Natalie Portman.
yeah.
Oh, but yeah, Natalie Portman was like a child star, huh? She was in that Beautiful Girls movie, and she was like, and she was in Lolita. Is that what it was? Or The
No,
Professional?
She
was in Leon the
The
Professional.
Professional, yes.
Leon the Professional?
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I did have a huge crush on Natalie Portman, just like everyone else, because she's like very attractive, right?
What was that movie that
I'm
she
not
was in
ashamed of
with Jude Law and Julia Roberts and Clive Owen? Closer? Was it Closer?
I think that's what it's called. Yeah,
I think it's The Closer.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think you're
with Keira Sedgwick.
right. Wait, what? The Saweetie song?
Okay, let me play my quick game.
Oh, the 9 Inch Nail song?
Let me play my quick game.
Closer?
I never knew what that song. Oh, speaking of edited songs, I remember there was a kid when I was listening to the radio late at night. A kid called up and requested that song,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "Man, what kind of song is that for a kid to request?" And I was like, "I don't get it. Why are they saying the song is so bad?" Because it bleeps out so many of the words.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like instrumental, basically.
Yeah, like this is just like, yeah, it's like some classical song. Okay, Phil, hit us with it. Hit it with us.
Okay, this game is called.
Wait, before you
Please
start
continue.
that, can I say one tiny thing? Closer is a pretty explicit song, but it's still less. It makes me less uncomfortable than Sex and Candy. That's all I'm going to say. That's like the perviest song of all time. Go on.
I mean, at least Closer is just like, in theory, one consenting adult talking to another one in a very explicit way, saying,
Yeah.
"This is what I want to do."
Yeah, yeah, that's
So,
true.
and it's not creepy necessarily. It's just very explicit.
I think
true.
the other is more vulgar, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on. Marcy Playground,
Okay.
cancel yourself. In 2023, I'm canceling everybody. You're canceled.
Okay. This game is called Please Continue, Never Backing Down.
Okay.
And here are the rules of the game. Just for the purposes of this game, we're going to call them Never Back Down 1, Never Back Down 2, Never Back Down 3, and Never Back Down 4. I am going to read the IMDb description, and you guys are going to say it's 1, 2, 3, or 4. Got it?
Sure.
Okay. Four
But tell us what the
fighters-
titles are, just for the sake of it.
Okay. Okay. Never Back Down,
Okay.
2008.
Is it that
Um,
new? Okay.
Never Back Down 2, The Beatdown,
Okay.
2011.
Never back down. The beat down.
Never-
downs.
Never Back Down, No Surrender.
Okay.
That was 2016. And then Never Back Down, Revolt,
2021.
2021. Yes. You're not looking this up already.
No,
are you?
I looked that up
You
earlier.
freaking-
I just saw the list of the titles and the years earlier. but
Okay.
I didn't
Okay. So
read anything else.
is this 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Yes.
4 fighters will
4.
no 4 fighters with different backgrounds come together to train under an ex-MMA rising star and then ultimately have to fight each other.
This is 2. This is the beat down.
How did you know?
Beat down.
Because the beat down sounds like, oh, now you have to fight each other in the beat down.
Oh man,
The beat
Aaron,
down.
so good, so good.
You're
at this
good
game.
at this game,
Okay.
Aaron.
So far.
All right. Next description. A woman who is kidnapped and forced to compete in elite underground fights
3.
and has to battle her way out to freedom.
Oh. This is 4.
3.
69 points for Aaron again. Okay.
Because it's called Revolt, so she's like revolting against her kidnappers. That's my theory.
A frustrated and conflicted teenager
It's not No
arrives
Surrender.
at a
That would
new high school to discover an underground fight club and meets a classmate who begins to coerce him into fighting.
That's one. That sounds like the
That's
original.
one. Yeah.
That is one. That is one. And then, of course,
Three.
who could forget picking up after the events? Oh, damn it.
Of the beatdown.
Picking
This is
up
the last
after
one.
the
We know
events
all
of
of
Never
them.
Back Down 2, former MMA
I mean,
champion
that wasn't
Chase
really
Walker
the giveaway, Phil.
is
Considering there was one left.
on the comeback trail to
This is like why they don't
become
announce.
champion.
This is why they
once
don't
again.
announce the second place when they're going like fourth place and then third place.
Yeah.
Like they just because people are like, oh,
So
process of
none of
elimination.
so like the first movie is like a high school movie, and
Yeah.
then they're all the rest of them are just completely unrelated.
No, I think
Or is it like a
2 is-
carryover character?
There's no karaoke. There's no karaoke, and there's also no carryover
Okay.
characters.
karaoke.
In 2 and 3, there
Yeah, 2
are
and 3 are connected, but I'm saying they're not.
Yes.
None of them are connected to the original.
correct. Other than hey,
Other than the
isn't
title.
MMA cool? I think that they're also high school characters in 2.
Oh, you think? They have
think.
full beards on the cover. Oh wait, no, this is. Oh, what? Never Back Down. Thailand? What is? What am I seeing
that's-
here?
That's an
No
up-and-coming
Surrender.
one.
Oh, there's a new
No.
one.
It has. It's not even released.
Okay, there's an ad for it at the top
Yes.
of No Surrender. That those guys have beards. But then that same dude is in No Surrender too. The black dude.
Okay, so you don't know who Michael J. White is?
Is that
The way you said that made it sound like No Surrender 2, the black dude. Like that was the name of the movie.
Oh, is that Michael J. White?
Yes, Aaron.
So he just is in and directs and writes all these movies for himself.
Well, okay, so he's way older than he looks. He has been doing movies for a very long time.
But is he in Never Back Down?
he's in Never Back Down 2.
But this is what I'm saying. Why is Never Back Down 2 Never Back Down 2 when it has nothing to do with Never Back Down?
Nothing. Why? Because the movie 1 made money, and so they're like, "Hey, let's
Yeah.
make some money."
Okay. But how did he
I
get
feel like there's a whole genre of sequels that are like that.
Yeah, I
that are
guess
like,
that's true.
We got
Like
the
straight to
script
video,
and we
yeah.
had to like
Yes, and it is straight
attach
to
a
video.
property to it, like a known
Yeah.
property, a popular property like Never Back Down.
Hey,
Yeah.
it made somebody money.
I'm gonna see how much it made in the box office. Oh, you can't. Never
Here's the
mind.
fun, like you said, the black dude, and then the guy's name's White. Like, come on,
Cole, do you not know who he is? Michael J. White.
Michael J. White. He's
He's the guy from
I
Never
mean-
Back Down 2, the beatdown.
True.
pretty sure he was on Never Back Down 3. Beating Down Again.
Oh, he was in Mortal Kombat.
I know who, like I
Legacy.
recognize who he is. I googled his face.
He was freaking Spawn.
He was Spawn.
Oh,
He
he
was
was
Spawn.
Spawn. But I mean, that doesn't like help you. Like you
Doesn't
wouldn't
Spawn
know
wear
that.
a mask the whole time?
Yeah,
though?
Spawn. You never like. Well, and he isn't even like a human form, and a lot of his head.
Oh, he's
isn't-
in Black Dynamite.
He is Black Dynamite.
Oh, he is Black Dynamite.
It's Black Dynamite. Guys, I feel like
Wait a minute.
that was.
I feel like he's the
I
kind of
always
guy
remember-
that like, anything you say he's in. No, he is,
Yeah, because he's the star.
and they're just
He's-
named after him.
There's a guy.
Oh,
There's
he's in Rogue Hostage.
missionaries
no, he
in
is
my
Rogue
mission.
Hostage.
there was an elder black in my mission and an elder white who were also companions.
Oh
at
my
one
gosh!
point.
I thought you were being really Trumpian, saying there was an elder black in your mission.
There was an elderly black in my mission.
Get a lot of my African
No,
Americans.
but there was a guy, but elder black at one point was companions with this guy who was from Zimbabwe, so had like extremely black skin. And in Quebec, like you rarely see black people, especially like
It
out
was
in the
just like
country.
psych all the time.
Or yeah, exactly. They're like elder black. Wait a second, which one are you?
I should be elder black.
Yeah.
Well, he's
And
been
he
in
had-
a lot of things. This guy.
He's
is-
like very. He's
Dude.
like the big muscular dude in a whole buttload of stuff, right? Like
but not just muscular. Like
Wait,
you should-
whoa. I'm
he's
sorry.
very
I got way
he's
off track.
very recognizable. His face, like
Look
he's in
up-
something that I've seen a bunch.
Look
I
up-
feel
I
like.
did not know that there was, first of all, a Breakfast of Champions movie.
what?
Secondly,
Oh,
that it
he's in The
stars
Dark
Bruce
Knight.
Willis, and thirdly, that Michael J. White is in it.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know
Aaron.
Breakfast of Champions? It's like it's the best book by Kurt Vonnegut.
Oh, he's the guy from Never Back Down to the Beatdown.
No. He's in Die Hard. Bruce Willis.
Cole.
He's Gamble on Dark Knight, and he's also Jax in Mortal Kombat Rebirth. So that
Who's
might
Gamble? Is that? Oh, he's the gangster guy.
Be, yeah, that's
So-
what I recognize him from.
Yes,
His
that-
face
I get
is
that.
extremely recognizable.
yep,
the
yep.
guy who's always mad at the Joker, and the
Yeah,
Joker
yeah.
does not like him.
They're not getting along. We should we say?
So he's not just
They're not going to be
Super buff.
having brunch together anytime soon. Let's say,
He was never backing down to the Joker,
Mhm.
or from the Joker.
and then the Joker gave him a beatdown too.
Yes.
Two. He if you look at his like fight scene reels on YouTube, he's freaking awesome.
Yeah, he's
like He's in
but I feel like that's what you would like. He looks like an extremely muscular dude, and he's very good at martial arts. Like
yes.
he's going to get cast in a lot of stuff. Once you do it once, it's like, oh, I need that enormous dude who's good at martial arts,
right.
Yeah,
who's also familiar with acting and doing,
But I think I feel like, and maybe this is just because I'm a weirdo and I end up watching a lot of these things. He's done like a few like big movies as like small characters, but
Yeah.
he's starred in a freaking million straight to video
weird movies. Yeah, right. That's
straight to video
very-
movies where it's like he's like
where he was
an
like the
ex-Navy
titular
SEAL.
character.
Yeah, he's the ex Navy
have
SEAL.
you seen this
that's-
I
movie?
thought you
called
said he was
The
an ex baby
Commando?
seal.
No, what?
He wasn't an ex baby
He's in a
seal.
movie that just came out called The Commando, and it's him and Mickey Rourke are the stars,
Okay,
and
Mickey Rourke's
he's like an
face is
ex Navy
weird
SEAL
looking.
in this movie.
exactly.
Dude.
There you go.
Oh,
Okay,
he's a
thank
DEA
you.
agent. A DEA agent returns home with PTSD
dude.
after a botched mission.
So there's a botched mission and a botched facelift.
Oh,
in
and
the same movie.
Mickey Rourke is the recently freed convict who's invading the home of the agent.
How is Mickey Rourke
Oh, because they've stashed millions there.
still getting parts, man? His face is so jacked up.
Well, I mean, this is not like a major
It's
movie.
very uncomfortable to look at his face.
Yeah, but dude, the wrestler, that's another one. There was the fighter, the wrestler, and
Yeah,
warrior.
these
like, all at
guys-
once.
Like, do they really just think that their target demographic can't comprehend a movie that isn't just like where the title just isn't totally spelled out for them?
You
The
guys,
fighter was this
Michael
one's
J.
called The
Wa-
Commando.
Michael
That's why
J.
$1
White
Million
was in a movie
Baby
called
didn't do better. Like, there's a baby that's boxing.
They
Michael
should have
J.
called it $1 million,
White.
baby.
Michael J. White was in a movie in 2001 called "Send It!" exclamation point.
Okay.
I feel like Michael, like the guy Elder Black being companions with the guy from Zimbabwe is like Michael J. White and Michael J. Fox doing something together because Michael
Yeah.
J. Fox is white, right?
Yes.
And it's also not even J, like the initial. It's like Homer J. Simpson.
because Michael J. Fox is white and Michael J. White is foxy.
And Michael J. White, Fox.
Very true.
That dude,
But
Fox.
J, just so everyone out there knows, J is not an initial. J is
yeah, it's like Homer J.
Jay
Simpson.
Courtney.
J-A-I.
That's why I said it's like Homer J. Simpson. Remember when he finds out what his full middle name is and it's J?
Oh no. Do you guys remember that show Major Dad?
Yeah, it's just a spin-off of. Wait, no, I'm thinking of American Dad.
Yeah,
remember.
Major Dad.
Major
Do you remember
Dad.
that show, Cole? You
Yes.
might be.
I mean,
So I remember one specific.
I might be what?
You might be too young. I was going to say I remember one specific element of this show only, in one storyline. Well, two things. One is in the credits where he does the like Marine sword flip thing, and he flips it up and it like wobbles. I was like, a Marine would never have their sword be that wobbly. But I remember one
Maybe it was
episode
like
where
he's getting
his
older.
wife was like freaking out because she didn't want anyone to know what her middle name was. And like that's the whole episode, and she's like trying to hide it, and then
These
eventually at the
women.
end-
See, that's the kind of storyline that would appeal to Phil because he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, those women are crazy."
but then at the end you find
He
out
worked up
that
about
it's
dumb
because
things.
so her name is Polly, and then at the end they're like, well, what's your middle name? And she says, oh, it's
Want a
Esther.
cracker? Oh, it's
And they're like,
Lester.
well, what's wrong with Esther?
Oh,
She's like,
polyester.
It's polyester, and that's the whole episode. Major dad.
That's a bad joke.
I feel like they named her
That's
Polly.
a bad joke, but that's an even worse
They
premise. for an
named her
entire episode.
Polly just so they could.
They're like, all right, we're gonna put this one in the back pocket. In season 3, we're gonna
Yeah,
reveal
like,
that her middle name
once,
is Esther.
Once we start to run out of ideas, we got a whole bunch of ideas already in the can. But once we start
Yeah.
to run out, Polly Esther Cooper McGillis. What's a Cooper? Is that a thing?
A Cooper is someone who makes things out of copper.
That can't be right.
Well, there's.
I don't think
I
it's-
mean, a Cooper Trooper.
There's
Cooper
hanging
Trooper.
with Mr. Cooper.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking-
Cooper is someone who makes barrels.
Okay, so it's not something you can
Wooden
make out of
barrels.
polyester though, because that would have been a little too on the nose.
Polyester Cooper.
Yeah, that's her name, McGillis. Polyester Cooper McGillis. But her first name's actually Pollyanna. Okay, Phil, hit us with your game. Oh no, wait, we already did it. Hit us with your real game.
Oh, real game now.
Send it.
Okay. Send it.
Why did you
Never
mention
back
that
down,
he was in a
Phil.
movie called Send It?
I just think it's funny.
Oh, there hasn't
Okay.
been. There has to have been a movie called Send It at this point, right? Or
I
Full
just-
Send.
Yeah, Michael J. White was in one.
Yeah.
No, serious.
Never back. Cole. I just.
Oh wait, is one of those movies was not called Send It.
No,
I
not one of
just
the.
said it
Not
was.
it's not a Never Back Down though.
Oh yeah, it's not Never Back Down though.
It's not Never Back Down. Send It. No.
It's not Never Back Down 5: Send It.
No. No, Never Back Down 5 is Never Back Down Thailand.
Never back down. 7. Dead ass.
Never Back Down just became like
Oh, he's
Bloodsport.
in a movie called
No.
Send It, dude.
That's what I would say. Cole. That's what I was saying.
I don't listen to what you say. Oh, it's a wakeboarding.
No.
But wait,
Now
he's
I
wakeboarding,
see.
but he has like some ridiculous fin on the bottom.
On Send
What,
It?
actually, yeah, it's
On
a
Send It?
wakeboarding.
Is this for real?
Send it.
Send it.
On Send It?
It's got like Zac Efron, like Zac Efron's younger brother in it, basically.
Paul Efron?
Polyester
Poly-
Efron.
I was trying to make it think of a Teflon joke, but it didn't come to me. Wait, is he? He's not the guy sending it on the wakeboard, though, is he?
No,
he's like the coach. Yeah,
He's coach.
But
It says
like,
coach.
why couldn't he be the guy sending it on a wakeboard, Aaron?
Yeah.
well, no, I'm just saying, looking at the cover. Well, and because he's kind of old, but
He's shockingly old for how good he looks.
this dude looks like he's like 50.
Yeah, he was doing
like
movies
55.
in the 90s.
This dude looks like he's like the younger, like Franco brother, like an even younger Franco brother.
He does look like Zac Efron to me, though.
Michael J. White looks like he could be related to the
No,
Francos.
Kevin Quinn looks like if you go down the line from like James Franco to Dave Franco, like this could be the third Franco.
Yeah. Dude, he was born in 1967.
Mike Franco.
He's old.
He's 55.
55, 54.
Yeah, dude.
It's
I
gonna
hope to
say
look
it's
like that when I'm
unlikely that he's
55.
54.
I know he's in insane shape for like.
I hope to look like
Any
that when I'm
age.
55. And in order to do that, I'm gonna have to make some serious lifestyle changes.
Dude, he looks.
Cole,
now.
that's frowned
he
upon
looks
these
good
days.
for
by the way.
25.
You're not.
Oh,
I'm
making
not
those-
gonna allow you to do
I need some
blackface
shoe polish, first of all.
or black body,
Black body.
black self.
Yikes.
Is he in a movie? Is he in a movie called Black Self?
Probably.
He plays
He's in a
Black
movie called
Self.
Black Friday.
Take Back.
He is Black Self.
He's in the Busta Rhymes featuring Mariah Carey video.
Okay, guys, I'm tired of this.
Yeah. All right.
I don't want to do this podcast anymore.
Let's do the game.
Okay. It's time for everyone's favorite international pedal game. Guess that pedal review.
Wait, can
On the
I
pedal files.
can I throw in a game real quick? It's called Is This a Real Michael J. White Movie?
Send it.
All right, I'm just gonna do 4, and you tell me if it's real or if I made it up. The first one is I'm just gonna give you a title and a year from 2016. Making It.
Yes.
No.
That's a false. I made that up.
Boom.
2019. The Hard Way.
Okay, give us a description.
No, you get the title and the year.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's real. From 2017, Cops and Robbers.
Is it Cops and Robertsons?
Cops
Or
and Robbers, dude. That's a good one though.
That's
Cops
Yes,
and Robbers.
I'm gonna say it's real.
Cops and Robbers.
Cops and Robertsons is a real movie, Aaron.
I
I'm
know.
saying-
Starring Chevy Chase.
That's what I'm saying. That's a good one. As in, that's a good movie.
You have to guess if that's real or not, Phil.
No,
Cops and Robbers.
false.
Cops and Robbers is real.
Yes. Just for the record, I'm 3 for 3 so far.
2015, Chocolate City.
Yes.
No way.
It's real.
I knew it.
Oh man.
Aaron would not dare to make that up as a joke.
2013, Feds with a Z.
Yes.
You guys ever visited Chocolate City?
Washington.
And the last one I have for you
Washington,
is
DC.
from 2012, We the Party.
Oh, he played
Yes.
the party.
That is also real.
He
Yes.
played the party, didn't he?
he played.
He was the party.
He the party.
He is the Brute Squad.
You are the Brute Squad.
I'm sorry.
This first review is by Chris. It's a 5-star review.
Chris with
Titled-
an I.
Yes. It's a 5-star review titled A Unique and Enjoyable Effect Pedal. United States, November 9th, 2022. I did not buy this from Amazon, but I like it so much I was compelled to write a review here.
Who compelled him to do that?
As of the date
Hour of Christ.
of this review, 11/9/22, I see this pedal is rated at 3.5 stars based off of 2 reviews, which is surprising.
Why was
this
he going
pedal-
and looking up reviews?
Emulates a thing, which means that it will provide a very different experience to your typical
Blank.
pedal effect
Pedal effect.
or other pedal effect. In particular, this pedal is capable of doing pedal effect with or without effect that causes a description. It has 3 modes, 2 of which are a pedal effect emulation and 1 that is a straightforward pedal effect, i.e., it does a pedal effect. To be certain, you have to want something different in a pedal effect to enjoy this. I have lots of pedal effects, but none of them do what this does. In some settings, it almost does a pedal effect along with some more notable pedal effect, which with the feedback knob up, damn it, it will
here we
start
go.
to
Now
Effect.
we're talking.
on its own, which is also cool. It doesn't really color your tone unless you have the effect switch on. Overall, I really like this. And for $99, it's hard to beat. I've not tried any of the other uh, brand series pedals, but they seem like they're an outstanding deal.
Oh, interesting.
It's a JHS 3 series.
No,
Oh, it's not?
no,
Is it
Is it a TC
company?
Electronic?
no.
It's a something series?
Is it a well-known company that we know?
It is a well-known company that we.
Is
Are-
this
Are most
series?
of their pedals more than $99? Like, is that a relatively low price for this brand?
Yes.
Okay,
And it's not a, is it like
JHS.
something like the JHS 3 series?
In that, it is the
Is
less
it a Mr.
expensive.
Black mini pedal?
No, Aaron.
Okay. Is it a Wampler?
No,
Is it a Keeley?
no,
Is it a Walrus?
no,
Is it a Boss?
no.
Is it Boutique? Did we already say that? Did you
It
say
is
that?
not.
Is it MX?
Oh, is it like a Nano series, like an EHX or something?
No.
Because that wouldn't be less than normal. It's not
Is-
boutique, but their pedals are always more than. Is it TC Electronic?
No.
Is it Fender?
Yes.
Oh, it's one of those hammer tone ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it a delay?
Yes.
Is it a
Is it just called the delay, the hammer tone
analog
delay?
delay?
No and no.
Does it have
Tape
delay?
delay?
Does it say delay on the pedal?
Delay is in the name.
Is it like
Oh,
blank delay?
it's yeah, it's something delay. It's like a weird.
Is it it's not tape delay?
No,
It's not
he's signaling. Phil's signaling his next pitch.
it's not
What is it like? It's like the freaking. Why can't I think of
It's
that
not an
really
analog
popular Boss
delay.
pedal? The super popular old
Space
pedal.
Echo? Is it space
Yes,
delay?
space delay.
Space delay.
Yes.
I got it.
You did not get it.
I did because you couldn't think of it. I had the assist. I'll take the assist.
These okay. First
Still
of
a
all,
point though. Still a point.
when this
It
guy
is
bought it,
still-
it was
I
99.
mean,
Right now,
Gretzky.
it's $85.
Most of
pedal
his
is
points were from
$85 on
assists.
Amazon.
Is it
Amazon.
supposed to be like a Space Echo? I wonder.
Meh.
Is that what he was saying in the beginning? It emulates
What did it?
whatever.
What did he say? It emulated.
Tape echo.
Oh,
Okay.
which the Space Echo
tape
is
delay.
a tape echo.
Tape delay.
Yeah, yeah. But it's super warbly and everything, which is what I think this. Yeah.
Warbly.
I think if you turn on the modulation and turn up the feedback a bunch, it gets all wild. Those pedals are cool,
I've never. I
but
don't
like
think I've ever heard.
I
anything
feel like
about
they're
these.
too late to the game. Like they're all like a lot of them are $80 and a lot of them are $100, but like
I feel like it's a bad move for Fender because I feel like they just spent so much energy like re-establishing themselves as like a high
As
value pedal brand, and then like
Hmm.
I don't think this does for them the same thing it does for
yeah, because how much
JHS.
are their other pedals?
They're like in that 150 to
Yeah,
200 range.
so like this isn't enough different.
yeah, these feel like I don't know, cheap, but
Yeah, like if
But
I was
not
going to spend
inexpensive, like,
$100 on
actually
a
cheap.
pedal. Yeah, because you can tell that they obviously like the graphics are all just plain. They're kind of like Electro Harmonics, but even
they
less.
just have like different colored knobs. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, because they're just bare metal, right? All
Yeah,
of
they're
them,
just
and
bare
then
metal
the
with, like, a
the
screen-
name screen printed on
like
it.
a little name screen printed on it, which is
Mhm.
yeah, it's like when it's very obvious what they did to save money, like that's not great.
But you guys said it. They're doing what JHS did.
Yeah, they are, but I feel like it
They're
almost
they're doing what Nintendo don't, for one thing.
like JHS was already established as like a high end boutique style brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Fender had a reputation in recently of like not
For,
being
like,
that anymore.
Bang for your
pedal-wise.
buck.
Yeah, and so when they came out with their new line, then it was like, okay, now we're
It's
like
not enough different.
reestablishing in this higher end segment, and then this for these ones to follow right after. It's like a weird move. It's like, oh no, just kidding. We do still have cheap pedals,
Yeah.
Mm.
but I
That's-
don't know. I mean, I'm sure they're
anyways.
making a lot of money.
I'm sure we know more about the market
Yeah,
than
exactly.
Fender does.
It
Yeah.
just seems weird from like a brand image. For
It's so hard
from
to
where I'm
like
sitting.
the thing. I would love to know some more about the actual guitar market because I feel like we just do not represent, or we can't even understand the majority
the
of
actual like
the market.
main line consumer.
Yeah.
I feel like these are the kind of things you would see in like a beginner kit where it's like a Squier guitar and like a practice amp and then
Yeah.
one of these pedals,
Yeah. That is,
which is
yeah.
not a bad thing. They
No,
probably sound better than that, but that's like the look and feel that I
but that's
get
the
from
thing
them.
though. Like all pedals sound good now.
Yeah, that's true.
Like even a $30 Chinese pedal sounds good, right?
Yeah. The main thing that sets them apart now is like functionality
Features and honestly, like the name, like
and
the
name,
fanciness.
yeah.
Hey.
Like they should have called these Squier. They should have put a Squier logo on them.
Oh, yes.
See?
Why?
Dude,
Why did they
I'd
not do that?
I'd much rather play a pedal that says Squire on it.
Aaron,
But
you're a
again,
genius.
I think we don't represent the majority of that
Well, yeah,
market.
because most people are going to buy Fender over Squier.
Because most people are posers.
Well, then why didn't they put Fender on all their guitars?
No, it's a Gibson, not a Fender.
Oh, first a Gibson. It's Mario's the judge. First the Gibson. No, I've had one before. This is my second to Gibson.
Second to Gibson.
My second to Gibson.
All right.
Second to Fender.
The next review is by Ryan.
Dude, what if there
This
was
is a
like
5-star review.
imagine you're at a place that has
If
like
you could
open mic
only
and they
have
have a
one
Fender
pedal,
guitar there and it's called the
This
Public
would
Defender.
be a good choice.
Okay.
United
Only
States.
one pedal.
May
Good
31,
choice.
2022. I
Big muff.
love everything about this pedal. Starting with the blank finish.
feature.
This
Blank.
thing is ready. This thing is ready versatile with the ability to use
Reedy versatile.
Oh, it's reedy and versatile. Has like a reedy tone.
It's
effect,
reedy versatile.
along with
Reedy
one or
versatile.
two effect. Each effect knob along with the effect can be adjusted
effect.
to your desired level, as each one has a dedicated knob which acts like a
I've been told I have a dedicated knob.
simple
Nah.
volume control for each respective effect. This is a mono button. You can there is a mono button
Oh.
you can press to switch the effect between
Mono and stereo, right?
effect description. Pedal works with multiple, so you have the choice there. There is also a effect
It's multi-
button which applies some sweet effect to your tone. The only downside here is that you can't control the level of effect applied, but you can make adjustments to the tone and volume on your guitar to change the characteristic of the effect. Lastly, they packed in a effect knob which drives either their effect or a effect depending which mode you have the pedal in.
Hmm.
Is
The
it like
first
some
thought was the Walrus EB10, but I don't think it's that
Nope.
anymore. I kind of lost that later on. It does. So it's like it
Is
does.
It has multiple, like, is it like a kilt where it has like a clean boost and a drive section or something like that? Is it a double effect? Does it have multiple foot switches?
It has one foot switch.
Does this have a lot of like ins and outs, like inputs and outputs?
It does not.
What was he saying? You can plug in multiple.
What is multiple?
Is like different input levels?
No.
Is
What
it
is
like a? Does
Tell
it
us
have
what
like
it is,
quarter
Phil.
inch XLR combo jack?
No. It has
You know what has
Input.
that is the maw. Remember
The
that
maw.
pedal?
Yeah.
it has an input, output,
How do you
and
like that?
expression.
Okay.
Is it a single size?
Single size.
Is what color is it?
Blue sparkle.
Does it have? Oh, is that what he said? I love the blue sparkle finish.
Yes.
Is it boutique?
It is not.
Is it actually
is it
sparkly?
The Boss
Is it like the-
SY1?
Is it a what?
The Boss SY1?
No.
Is it a Boss pedal?
No.
Is it the? Is it like the carbon copy, like that kind of sparkly?
It is similar to that kind of sparkly.
Is it MXR?
Yes.
Oh, is it one of? I think they have a blue pedal that's an octave pedal. Is it
Is
an
it-
octave pedal? There's
It
no
is.
way.
Is it the
Is it an octave pedal?
octave
It is.
This man
or
said
the
that this
sub
is.
fuzz?
If you're only gonna have a single pedal, it should be this octave pedal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What kind of maniac is it? Like the bass octave?
No.
Is it? It's an MXR octave pedal though, right? Like, I don't know what more you want from us.
The
It's a
name?
poly blue octave.
Poly blue. So what it has
Oh,
like
it's polyphonic.
octave up and octave down, and then each one has you can add like chorus to it or something.
Dude, this
Oh,
From- based on
the
his
finish
description-
on that pedal is great,
it is. It is the sickest finish ever.
dude.
As far as just a solid color, this is very
Is he
very
saying
great.
this is the only octave pedal you need? Like,
No.
what life is
Okay,
this
but
man
listen,
leading? That
listen.
he?
It is
First
like
of
the
all,
blue version.
It's
of
like,
the
oh, it's my
carbon
always
copy.
on pedal.
First of all, there's a fuzz on off button.
Okay, fuzz.
A button that you have to push with your
Button.
finger.
You
But
push with
can't
your finger.
control-
Yes.
You can't like change anything about it.
The
I wonder if you could turn. I wonder if the expression input, if you could use a foot switch to turn it off.
ooh, that would be interesting.
Dude, it has
Now-
2 up and 2 down. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and the modulation. The thing that I was leaving out was when he was talking about the modulation knob,
Mhm.
because he's saying that it changes, like it changes the sound all over the place, depending on where you've got that knob.
Yeah. Okay. Here, check this out. The fuzz volume can be adjusted using the dry knob after pressing. Oh, no. Never mind. Yeah. So like there are things like if you hold the fuzz button, some of the knobs do different things. It's like a freaking what's it called?
It's like a secret menu.
yeah, like
Yeah,
a
like a fuzz
secondary.
a Strymon pedal.
Yeah, yeah. Whoa.
Dude, I kind of want one of these.
It's
Like, this thing sounds sick.
dude. This is my always on pedal. This is gonna be my
Yeah,
my one
this
pedal
might
on
be
my
the only
board.
pedal I
Just
need.
a tuner and the poly blue octave.
Dude,
that
is
finish-
wild.
That finish is really good, dude. It's like purple depending on the light too.
It's very similar to the carbon copy, but like blue
Yeah, but
instead
it's a
of green.
better because the carbon copy is so dark
Yeah,
that you kind of lose a
it's
lot of the
almost black.
sparkly.
It's like black
Yeah.
with green sparkle. yeah.
Hold up.
Exactly.
Do the knobs? Are the knobs light up? Knobs?
Are the knobs light up?
I don't think so
I
Do
think
you see what I'm seeing? Pictures of it.
Oh,
because they just have
'Cause they're
like regular
clear.
like posts underneath.
I don't think they do. If you look from the side, they don't have regular posts.
Like if you look at
Oh.
it from the top, it looks like it does.
But look at it from the
Yeah.
side.
But if you get a new perspective on things, yeah, dude, go look up.
What about the posts looks different though?
Go look up a video on it. Well, it's hard to tell. This video, like the light on the pedal itself is so blindingly bright that it just makes the knobs glow, but I don't think they have lights inside of them.
I
Yeah,
looked. I googled light up knobs, MXR poly blue light up knobs, and nothing like comes up. to say that that's.
Doesn't prove anything.
I'm
Dude,
just saying
It's harder to
I-
prove that light up knobs don't exist than to prove that they do exist.
it's a lot harder. What I'm saying is there is no evidence to suggest that they do exist,
But what if they do?
except that you happen to think the knobs
Probably
from the
I want to
side
know what the
don't
express
look
because
like
I
regular
bet you
posts.
can turn the
Which is
the
an
fuzz
insane thing
on
to
and
say.
off with the expression switch
maybe.
because it says you can do. Let's see here. One expression jack allows use of expression pedal or tap switch to control certain parameters. Come on now.
I think I think in these videos, Cole, they just have a black light shining on it.
Yeah. Blend between two set an expression pedal such as the can be used to toggle and sweep between two different setting configurations. Yeah. So you like set two different knob settings and it just sweeps between the two. That is a very cool use. Use a tap switch to control fuzz and mono switches.
Somebody needs to tell the dude that left this review.
To
That
set
just
up
means
run
to
a
turn them
standard
on and
patch
off,
key.
though, right?
Yeah. To engage fuzz, press the tap switch once. To disengage fuzz, press the tap switch twice. To engage
Yeah.
monophonic phase. So the mono switch just gets rid of the polyphonic phase shifting. You double tap the switch, double tap again to disengage. So it basically gets rid of like one of the knobs, like the octave and sub 2 knobs, maybe.
Whoa.
Red LED indicates monophonic mode. I mean, if I had any use for an octave pedal, this looks like it'd be a good candidate. And it's $200, which is kind of
Kinda
crazy
want
for
it.
an MX. See, like this is like, I feel like this is way more appealing than a $99 Fender pedal.
Yes.
Right. I know that's a weird comparison to make, but
But that's what we were saying, like, because this has like a lot of cool things to it. If it
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
a 3-knob octave pedal for
And the
$100, you'd be like,
color.
yeah, whatever.
The
It's
freaking
so-
color, dude.
it's
Yeah, the
so
color's
dumb to
tight.
care about that, but it looks so good, dude. It looks
Are there
very
any other
good.
cool MXR
I think-
pedals looking?
I-
Oh, like the FOD is like a red version of this too.
Yeah, I
Wait,
mean
what?
the FOD is like red and black. FOD is like the carbon copy.
Where it's darker.
I mean, there's some gold. They have some gold ones, and like the red. What was the badass distortion?
Was
is
that like
cool
sparkle
looking.
though?
I don't think it might not have been sparkly. I guess.
Whoa, the FOD is pretty sick.
The FOD is the Dookie pedal.
Remember when I sold my Dookie pedal for like twice as much as I bought it for,
No,
or
I don't
more?
remember that you ever.
I
said
remember.
that.
Awesome. Oh, it's the 78 distortion, but it is.
Oh, the Variac fuzz is like a purple glitter thing.
The sub octave bass
Super
fuzz
badass.
is like a double switch, and it's gold, and it's got like a glitter to it, but it's not nearly as cool as the blue or the red.
You know what's even cooler than the blue
That's
sparkle
really
pedal?
cool. Nothing.
Friendship.
Friendship.
Dude, the bass fuzz deluxe is a brown sparkle. That's cool. It looks like
Dude, that was that movie with
those
Michael J.
Carnival
White.
ride- old carnival ride cars.
Michael J. White was in Brown Sparkle, wasn't he?
Brown
He
Sparkle.
was the brown sparkle.
He was
He
Brown
was
Sparkle.
Sparkle. He wasn't just in Brown Sparkle. He was Brown Sparkle. And thanks for friendship.
Thanks. For-
did 2 reviews, but I don't care.
Oh crap!
That's-
Sorry,
that's
I was
all
gonna
right.
ask you that before I said thanks. For
No, this is too good.
Save
It's
it
too
for
good
next
to end it
time.
this way. Do
Michael J.
all
White
of the,
stars in Brown Sparkle.
do all MXR pedals have like a subtle glitter to
No.
them?
No, a lot of no.
No, a lot of them are just
Because I'm looking at a
color.
lot that do.
yeah.
The
But
chorus
then-
that I had,
Yes, that's true.
the chorus that I had was
Yeah.
like a light blue, but like if you looked really close, it had a cool sparkle.
So
to
the
it.
78 distortion, but like the Phase 90 doesn't have any sparkle.
Okay,
The old
yeah.
classic one. The 78 is like it's a
it's-
DS1.
Bright red.
Did you
Yes.
know that?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Which is
It's-
such a weird thing.
It is very weird to do like
It's like here's our DS1
gonna hide it.
clone.
yeah. It's like they didn't even make it orange because I guess they already have the Phase 90.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they have MXR has a tremolo pedal that looks exactly like a King of Tone. Like the color scheme. It's go just look up MXR tremolo and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Dude, the thing about MXR that's cool is like they have managed to both have a lot of it does look like the
Right?
tone.
Dude, you guys
Same color.
look up MXR Classic 108 Fuzz Mini.
Oh yeah, it has the two. Yeah.
That finish,
but that's
is
not
sick.
that's like hammered. It's like hammered.
You're right. I'm looking at it close.
So
looks,
am I.
It looks glittered. It looks glitter from far away, but it's
Oh yeah.
But that is
It's
cool
like
because
sandblasted.
I had the full size version for a
Oh,
while.
my.
Well, I borrowed it from Kyle from Tone Jerks, but it looks really nice. It's really cool looking in person.
that is a sick finish.
It's
also,
just like a fuzz face.
Oh yeah,
basically.
it's like etched. Because it's like or
It's
maybe
like hammered. And
but
then,
it's like
but
the
it's
color
like
is only on
hammered
the,
and
the
on
colors on the
index.
valleys,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the top is like
Yeah.
rubbed off or whatever.
Yeah. It's like it was hammered and then they finished it and then like
Yeah,
sanded
and
it.
then sanded it off. Yeah,
It's cool though. But what I was,
I
what I was
like-
going to say is they have managed to have like a lot of diversity in the design of their pedals, but they all still look and feel like connected. It's
yeah, because
weird.
they all have like the
the
MXR
same
logo
knobs
is
and,
like
the
really
logo,
good,
and they use those knobs
in font.
too,
yep,
on
and
almost
the knobs,
everything. Yeah, the font that's true too. But even some of them don't have the same font, but
yeah.
they still
Some
have
of
that
them are
same
just like
logo.
totally off the reservation.
I think they all have the same font for the controls though, don't they? Not for the logo
Maybe.
of like
Oh,
the
yeah, maybe.
name,
You're probably. I think you might be right.
because like
Maybe that-
super badass distortion, totally different font.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then the knob, the controls are all, very similar at least.
Okay,
Dude, MXR is pretty
Dude.
freaking cool.
Poly blue octave, man.
I know, dude. I wish.
Dude, I want that as much as I want that red and white wah pedal.
Oh yeah, that baby one.
Yeah, that one's freaking cool.
Okay, so there's one on Amazon for $179.
Poly octave.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
It's
that
not
white and
bad.
red crybaby looks so good.
Yeah,
Holy
it's freaking
crap.
rad.
Oh, it's $150.
Here's one for 128 on Reverb.
Dude, you pair that with your freaking red tuner.
Wait.
I sold that.
There's a poly blue for 128.
No, the Dunlop wah.
Right, red. The ride, baby.
Okay.
The other version of that
guess.
one is black and it has like a gum sole treadle.
I know it was my own joke, but that brown
That's
sparkle thing made
that
it
was
was
really
funny.
Dude.
That was very good.
This is so dumb.